Welcome back everyone, Mudford here. I'm out at the hives today. We have one hive that is doing very well. It's just been unseasonably hot, so they're kind of out of the hive right now. It's just too hot in there for them, so they're kind of doing that right now. But I've recently thrown another box on top for them to make sure they have plenty of room. But this hive seems to be thriving. I'll probably have to put another box on again. The one here on the right is not doing quite so well. I've had the box open. I didn't see any brood or anything in there. I don't even know if there's a queen alive. So I went ahead and got with Barnyard Bees and we ordered a new queen. There's a marked queen in there. I don't know if you can see her or not. A little bit of, yeah, she's the one with the blue on her. And there's a little bit of sugar candy stuff in there for them, something for them to eat. Ready to go in. So I took the piece of cork out, so hopefully the bees that are left in the hive will get her out and she can start, and she can get to work here. Hopefully it's not too late. We're gonna put her in, and then probably in a few days we'll check and make sure that she's out of the cage and to work. And instead of doing a split on this hive, I've never done that, I'm pretty new to this, what we're thinking of doing is just stealing some frames out of the other hive that have brood in them, just to give this hive to keep it going. I think this one is plenty big enough and it's doing really good, so stealing a couple frames will actually not hurt. Not quite a split, but it will help. Hopefully it'll help keep both hives strong through the summer and going into the fall. That's my plan anyway. I just pulled the cork out of there, got this ready to go. What I did was I hooked this wire onto the cage and we're going to hang it down inside of there like this with the opening like that down. And then we are going to just hang this in there, and hopefully they will release her and accept her as the queen, and we will not lose this other second hive. That's the goal. So that's what I'm going to do right now. You can see we still got some bees in here, just not near as many as we should, because as they're dying off, there's not any more replacing them. So we need to get this queen going in here as soon as we can. I think we probably got more on the outside of the other hive than we do inside this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take this top level off, get down to the bottom level, and put the queen down there, and we'll see how that works. I think what we're going to do is we're going to open up this really thriving hive right now and get down to the bottom, and we're going to search for a couple good frames with a lot of eggs and brood and everything like that. But we have to be very careful we don't steal the queen. So we're going to try to find her, make sure we leave her in this hive, but just steal 2 good frames and put them in this hive at the same time we put the new queen in. So hopefully that'll give them a new queen that'll be active, laying eggs, and a jump start with the new larva and stuff like that to really get this second one going. This one I think has plenty. It won't even notice a little bit missing. So that's the plan right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one open, and we'll see what we find in here. You can see right off the bat how much more active this hive is. I mean, just look at all the bees in this one. And of course they stick everything shut. That's just the way they are. Yeah, this is the way it should be. This is kind of how we wanted the other one This is how we wish the other hive was right now. I just put these frames on not that long ago, and they're just covered. We definitely need to get some of these bees into this hive over here. Okay, that may have been a mistake. This looks like it's capped with brood. It fell out of there because this hive was so active. They had filled that in with a comb. I should have taken it out just in the time, the week that I left the queen to escape her cage originally. So that just fell out. I'm hoping the queen wasn't on there. I have to take a look around, maybe flip it over. But yeah, that's not good. So here's the bottom level. I definitely could use some of those bees over here. So I'm gonna pull a few frames out here eventually and move them over as I'm doing this. And take some of the empty frames in here and put them in this hive. So that's the plan right now, is to figure out, hopefully I can spot the queen, but I mean there is a lot of bees here. And unfortunately she isn't marked like my new one. So I'm just gonna do some looking around in here and hopefully I can find her. So sorry, my phone overheated because it's so hot out here and it shut off. What we've done is we've taken 2 frames of brood. I looked them over real good, trying not to get the queen from this hive, making sure she wasn't on it. I don't think she was. Moved them over here and I put them right there. And now I'm going to hang the new queen's cage in here, put this hive back together, set that box on top, put those boxes back on that one, and then we'll come back in a few days, maybe a week, and we'll see if the queen is out and how this hive is doing. I think we have more than enough. I think this hive is going to be great. So I got this here. I'm just simply going to hang it in here. Okay, there we go. Got her down in there now. They're climbing all over the box. When we set this on, it'll hold it so it can't fall. I think we're ready to do that now. So let's go ahead and get this back together. I'm actually going to go get my brush maybe. We'll see. This one isn't going to be too bad because there's not near as many bees. I'm just trying not to crush too many. I'm going to go ahead and set my other box. So there we go. We're just going to button put my ratchet strap over this one. This one will be done. Okay, this one's all set. I use ratchet straps. Some people set like a rock or a cement block on top, but coons are pretty smart. They'll knock that stuff off sometimes, so hopefully they can't figure out how to operate the ratchet strap. So this one's set. I'm gonna grab my brush to try to brush some of these bees off, just because there's so many of them here. I don't want to crush too many of them if I can help it. Okay, this was loose in between some frames. You can see it has some brood in it. I kind of killed some of them a little bit. Whoa, whoa. Got some angry bees, had to get my gloves on. You can see I killed a few of them, but hopefully I saved a lot of this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the hive and hopefully it's all right. I think I'm gonna put it in the bad hive and just go ahead and put the new hive back together. I'm just a rookie beekeeper. This is my second year with bees. You're buying bees because my first set did not make it through the winter. So we're learning as we go. We're trying some things out and hopefully it works out. Hopefully we end up with 2 good strong hives out of all this. So that's all we're doing for today, folks. Well, I got a bee right around my camera here. I hope it doesn't end up stinging me. And so that's all for today. We got everything put back. We'll check back. In a week or so, the hive on this side is thriving good. This one is still doing fine also. Thanks for watching.